Elephant Man Podcast Network, grown man conversations dealing with elephants in the room. It's your man DB. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell button so you can know when we have live content. Shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom to everybody. It is late, so it's 10:10 here in Northwest Indiana, Chicagoland area. I know that people on the East Coast, it's 11, but it's the weekend too. You know, sometimes we used to go out, we'd just be getting started at 11. You feel what I'm saying? And stay out to 2, 3 in the morning. Shalom, salute, shalom to brother Lou Rouser, Pastor Rouser, man. That's my brother, man, for real. Y'all just don't understand, man. Him and Elder Rob, shalom, shalom to them. Shout out to my mom, Elise Darvey. Shout out to my my wife of 18 years, be 19 in October the 19th. I'm about to mess it up. Shout out to my 3 sons. Shout out. Shalom, shalom, shalom. All right. We just thank everybody. It's late, but hey, man, what we gonna do? Shout out to brother Lou, Pastor Lou, Lucius Rouser the 4th. He got a son that's the 5th. They keep that thing going. Hey, man, salute for that. Shout out to Calvin Andrews. I said I don't get that last name right, man. Sorry about that. Rohan, what's up, man? I ain't forgot about you. We have to do a show on the deities of the Indian deities, man. I'm gonna set it up. I promise. I said I was gonna do it. I'm gonna set it up. I promise. Sean Harris in the building. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Lynn Bernard, shalom, shalom. Just got off of the live with Shonda at large. Blessings to her. Angie, love y'all always. Shabbat shalom. Oh, wait a minute. Why did it go up one? Angie, love y'all. Shabbat shalom. I know it's late, guys, but hey, this is what we do every day, all day. Sister Lynn Bernard, you in Australia, right? Are you in Australia? I don't want to put you somewhere you're not. Sorry about that. Dennis Wilson in the building. He got the shalom going on. What's up, Dennis Wilson? What's up, Dennis K. Wilson? Man, y'all new house, man. Woohoo! That mug, man. God is a blessed business, man. Oh, Florida. I'm sorry, Lynn. I'm sorry. You are in Florida. I'm sorry. You're down there with Carish now. So y'all got to be. It's got to be at 11 o'clock down there. But yeah, man. Blessings to all. I just was this show was just talking about the L.A. Cheatham in the building. Hey, man, one of my high school brothers, L.A. Cheatham in the building. We had fun at East Chicago Central, man. We had a blast. Yeah, man. I told you we gonna talk. I'm gonna get you anything you need. Anything you need, man. I got you. But I don't want to beat up on the kids today. I work out of school. And it's the whole Devious Licks thing. Now, I didn't know about it until I seen the damage, So I'm not going to say what school I work at for those who know me. It is what it is. I go into the bathroom, man, and I'm like, what is going on? Ripped all of the faucet heads off, man. The whole door to one of the stalls is gone. I'm like, what happened? I thought it was like a brawl that happened. I didn't know. I was asleep, you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, man, it's this Devious Licks thing, man. And I'm like, what? And what you say? No worries, brother. As long as we tie to the Most High will allow it. Yeah, thank you, man. We're gonna get that together. But I couldn't understand what was going on, But and I'm gonna pray too. This ain't them kids is going crazy. This ain't that show. I'm not here to beat the kids up. I'm actually sad, man. I'm actually really sad about all what's going on, man. But it's a lot of confusion and it's just all over the place, man. And so we just got to really pray for the saints, man. Pray for everybody, man. It's really, really crazy, man. That the Devious Licks, brother. I couldn't believe it, but it's been trending soon. Now I'm gonna tell you at the end what's a con to that. What's a scary con to that. That's whoo. And then there's been a lot of fights going on, in our area. And all the kids is connected. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm in class. One of my students like, yo, coach, man, they had to fight at so and so school. I'm not gonna be naming the schools. They had to fight at so and so. I'm like, how you know? We in here. He showed me his phone, and I'm like, first of all, why you got your phone out? Second of all, I can't believe it. They made them like a mixtape of brawls in the hallway, man. And some places deemed unsafe that they went back online. Shout out to Malachi, my nephew. They had some threats going on in his school. They back online, man. And so we don't have time for foolishness. You know, we got to be clothed in our right mind. I'm going ahead of myself. I'm going to read a few scriptures and we're going to get out of here. But I just don't understand. I just don't understand the Devious Licks thing, man. I really don't understand because, and then the main thing that was targeted at first was the hand sanitizer, the soap. We need to be washing our hands all the time. You know what I mean? Because that C-19 is still jumping off. You know what I mean? Now they're saying there's all kind of variants and all these different things, and but that C-19 is still jumping off, and so sanitize and clean it to a certain degree, but they're not like old-fashioned hand soap and water. You know what I mean? If you tear the hand dispenser off, then I never heard of that either. Right. I've never heard of that till I walked into the bathroom because I forgot my key. We got a staff bathroom. So if there's too many kids, I wouldn't use it. So don't be like, he walking into their bathroom. So I forgot my key one day, walked into their bathroom, and I was like, what happened in here? So I got pictures, but I'm not gonna show the pictures. I couldn't believe it. But anyway, let's show some of these pictures, and then we're gonna get right into it, man. But before we get into that, Monday, Moray Brown from the Boom Church in Atlanta, he's gonna be on. I'm so glad I got my brother on there. Yeah. And then Only Love, Morah, Only Love. You know, so she's gonna be on. That's October the 11th, and we're gonna do this show. I don't know when I'm gonna do it though. Universal Basic Income, and I couldn't understand that. Why it seemed like they were shooting themselves in the foot as far as essential workers, non-essential workers, all that stuff. So, but they might be trying to go to a universal UBI, and UBI, and then there was another one, but I can't find it. I don't know. Got too many tabs open up in here. But let's look at some of these pictures, and then we're gonna go into the video, and then we're gonna go into some scripture. But here's one right here. I couldn't. So they got this on the left. The soap dispenser is torn off. See, sometimes it's stolen, and sometimes it's just broke, just damaged. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't, okay. Look, they got some computers. He's taking the soap dispenser off. This man right here to the left took the whole door, and the clock, the fire extinguisher. People don't think, okay, we got a fire jumping off in school. The extinguisher gone. Feel me? Just crazy, man. I don't get it. She took the whole calendar, took all of the toilet papers and threw them in the toilet. And I don't know what he got right here. It looked like a stool he had it in his backpack. It looked like a stool or something, man. Cray. This right here, the assistant principal's sign. That's interesting. Tore it all up like that. Let's see. Yeah, tore it up. Real cray, man. Now that's crazy. Like how they getting the plumbing, man. Like the whole plumbing unit, bro. Like the whole urinal, like the whole sink, like a whole toilet. I mean, I guess you can. It ain't nothing but some bolts and some screwdrivers and but man, the whole urinal. So unless you just never thinking about coming back to this school, why would you? I mean, it's just we just got to pray for one another, man. I remember I was working at this one group in home. The brothers would get mad on there, tear up the VCR, throw it against the wall, smash it all up. I said, all right, you mad now, but later on, what we gonna watch? You done destroyed the VCR. That was back in 2000, 5, and I worked on the unit. Like, man, you tell the VC, you got to think. You can't think in 20-second increments. You got to think long term. You know what I'm saying? We got to teach the kids and some adults to think long term, man. We got to start thinking long term, man. Amen. That's just crazy. Yeah, Ivy Lamar. Yeah. I'm about to show this video on it. They're exposing this on their page. So it'll be, you know what? A lot of people did, Dennis K. Wilson. They are exposing this on their page. If so, it should be easy to catch them. A lot of people have, they're pressing charges and finding people and all that. So it's like, hey, look at this devious lick. You JoJo down the street. Oh, JoJo got the toilet. They go into JoJo house. That's vandalism. And then if you do something like in the federal, like a post office or something, that's like a federal offense because you destroy a federal property. You feel what I'm saying? Who wants to touch a urinal? Right. Yeah. It's wild, man. But I'm gonna show this little video real quick. Let's see. And then okay. Oh man. I'm just gonna just go ahead and just show the whole thing like this. Hopefully you can hear it. Ah, man.
TikTok trend going in the wrong direction. It's happening in our local schools.
So this trend, you might have heard of it. It's called Devious Licks, and students have been recording themselves vandalizing and stealing school property. Fox 5's Paris Jones is looking into how it's affecting our area and has reaction.
Well, if you try to search Devious Licks on TikTok, this is the screen you'll get that says no results found. That's because TikTok has removed any content or hashtags related to the challenge. Either way, this has both parents and school officials concerned. It didn't take long for the latest TikTok trend to reach schools in the DMV. The result of the Devious Licks challenge, similar to what you'll see in schools across the U.S. Soap and paper towel dispensers ripped off of walls in the bathroom, damage to other school property, all for likes on social media.
It's so sad. I just don't understand why these children are turning to that kind of vandalism to express themselves.
It's very disappointing. I think it needs to be handled very quickly and with an iron hand.
And one parent in Prince William County who wanted to remain anonymous told me a kid at her son's school ripped a soap dispenser off of the wall and put it in the toilet. She also says there was another incident where several boys took a fire extinguisher from the school, used it outside, and posted it to their Snapchat. She says, I wish they could take a moment to think about how certain actions may affect their future and others around them. Several Fairfax County principals sending out letters to parents this week about the trend, like the principal of Falls Church High School, asking parents to take some time to have a talk with their kids. The principal of Rocky Run Middle School also sent a letter to parents saying some students are damaging paper towel dispensers and stealing soap dispensers, which, quote, presents a challenge to maintaining a healthy and safe school environment. Fairfax County Public Schools says they're aware of several incidents of damage to school property related to the TikTok challenge. They say, quote, disciplinary action has and will be taken against those who participate. Now, Stafford County Public Schools is also dealing with this. A spokesperson told me today they're addressing it with the parents and school resource officers first, and when necessary, through the code of conduct. Back to you.
All right. So, yeah, that's
You know what
oh, wait a minute, the video's still playing.
Irish
Going to
come
the
to
commercial.
Chicago.
Hold on, let me stop it. And then I typed in Devious Licks, and it's getting real wild. Hopefully, my internet acting up. They're playing the games. Oh man, yeah, all for likes. Ivy Lamar, yes, all for likes. I've read an article, and this got to have some truth to power on this. That the likes and that it's like almost like it got the same effect as a gateway drug to some people. Like it's a high, it's a rush, it's a certain thing you get out of it. You know what I mean? And some people days is if they get a whole bunch of likes off a picture or likes off of something, or then they just on cloud nine the rest of the day, like a high. And then if you don't get as likes, if you get a lot of negative comments, then you messed up the whole day. And that's true. I had kids in class and we going over some stuff. And then next you know, they stopped doing the worksheet. They sad. I'm like, what happened? Something that happened on IG or something that they got cyberbullied in the middle of the lesson. Now I ain't see it. I'm like, first of all, you shouldn't have your phone out. I know I sound like grandfather time, but you can't you split. You feel what I'm saying? You try to hear what I'm saying and see what's going on your phone. I know the phone more interested than me, some of the stuff that I'm saying, but at the same time, put that stuff up. So it really, really takes them through an emotional roller coaster, man. And so I just have the definition of devious, showing a skillful or underhanded tactic to achieve a goal. And that's exactly what it is, because they do these devious licks when no one is watching. Because, you try to pull off a urinal and the vice principal come in there, it's over with. So it's kind of like a adrenaline rush to try to do it without getting caught. It's very sad, man. It's very, very sad, especially if you attend that school. Yeah. They are not mature to handle social media. Yeah, absolutely. We have fed our kids. They're not mature enough to handle social media. Absolutely. We got to. That's why we're gonna pray tonight, man. And I got some synonyms to deceitful: dishonorable, underhanded, and untracked. So it's like stealthy. Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, vet 78 vet. Shalom. Yeah. So I just think that's just crazy, man. That's crazy. We're gonna get to some scripture, man. But I think one of the downfalls to that's really scary is if they up the ante on the challenges. You know what I mean? We walking on crates. It went from ice bucket challenge, throwing water on your head, and Charlie, because I've been to school for a while, and they just doing all kind of things. You know what I mean? And trying different things. I think what's gonna make it dangerous, that's why we gotta pray, is if they up the ante. Like, if that person look over so and so age, shoot them, stab them. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get progressively demonic. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get it got the possibility of getting real crazy. You walking down the street, you getting stuck in the side with a knife, like, what the heck? All for, I mean, I know that's extreme, but if it's this influential to vandalize your own school, we just got back in school. We just was out of school a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody want to sit at home. It was a lot of depression that was going on. A lot of grades dropped when they went at home. You'd think that the grades would have been up, but they're in the comfort zone, and grade. A lot of the grades dropped once they went home, and it was depression over the kids. And then when they came back, I don't know, it just was a fight club. Like, even in the malls and stuff. Like, right now, you can't. You got to be a certain age. You got to have a parent when you're in the mall. Straight fight club. It's like some pent up something that was going on. And so now we're back in the hallways, and now we're ripping off soap dispensers, And then they got a budget. If y'all know nothing about the school system, they got a budget at the beginning of the year in July. So they get so many soap dispensers, so many this, so many that, so many. You get what I'm saying? So if you're going to rip it and tear it up, you might go the whole year without it. If they do replace it within the quarter, then that's good. But you might go the whole year without it because it's not in the budget. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, high seekers, yeah. And if they knew who he was, man, in the Most High, right, just to have the Ruach abide, man, is greater than any high we can ever get, any natural high, any cloud chasing high. Know that we are fearfully, wonderfully made. Know that the Most High loves us unconditionally, regardless. If we had that going on, man, we'd be on a whole nother level. We couldn't be easily moved. You know what I mean? And so, but I'm gonna read some of these scriptures, man. But I'm gonna start off with that Mark 5, because should I share it? I guess I should share it. It takes so long for me to share all these screens. I only got a few scriptures, and we're getting out of here, y'all, because it is late. I'm gonna be up another 2 hours anyway, but I don't want to hold you long. Who be saying that? All right. And it came to the other side. Let me see, can y'all see that? Because this went to another screen. Yeah, you can see it. And it came to the other side of the sea, to the country of G. And when Jesus had stepped out of the boat, immediately there met him out of the tombs a man with the unclean spirit. And he lived among the tombs, and no one could bind him anymore, not even with a chain. I've seen a man, he was not in his right mind. And he broke the handcuffs. He was in the handcuffs, and he just flipped out, spazzed out, broke the handcuffs. I was like, what in the Incredible Hulk is going on? But it said he lived among the tombs, and no one could bind him anymore, not even with the chain. For he had been bound with shackles and chains, but he wrenched the chains apart. This is an English Standard Version. And he broke the shackles into pieces, and no one had the strength to subdue him, because he wasn't in his right mind. He was possessed by a spirit. Night and day, the tombs and the mountains, he was always crying out and cutting himself with stones. And when he saw Jesus afar off, he ran and fell down before him. He recognized what was going on, crying with a loud voice, saying, what have you to do with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High? I adjure you by God, do not torture me. So he thought Yahushua was coming to torture him. They seen him, they recognized him in the flesh, and they was like, oh man, because they know their time is up, and once it's all over with, it's gonna be a wrap, So they thought it was their time, and he was saying to him, come out of the man, you unclean spirit. And Jesus asked him, what is your name? And he replied, my name is Legion, for we are many. And he begged earnestly not to send them out of the country. Now a great herd of pigs was feeding there on the hillside, and they begged him, saying, send us into the pigs, let us enter them. So he gave them permission. Look at Yahushua give them permission. Come out of this man. And the unclean spirits came out and entered into the pigs, and the herd, numbering about 2,000, rushed down the steep bank into the sea and drowned into the sea. The herdsmen fled and told the city and came to see what had happened. I want to get to that when it said, and they came to Jesus and saw the demon-possessed man, the one who had the legion, sitting there, clothed and in his right mind, and they were afraid. That man was clothed and in his right mind when Yahushua was done with him. That's powerful, man. He was clothed and in his right mind, right? So we got to be transformed by the renewing of our mind, as it says in Romans 12:2. Be not conformed to this world system, but be transformed by the renewing of our mind. You know what I mean? I think a lot of times too, man. What you say, Ivy Lamar? Let's see what you're saying right here. Kids and adults after lockdown came back cuckoo, and more car accidents. Everyone is impatient, rushing and going over. Man, I noticed that. Everybody, they came back angry. I was like, wow. I noticed people was acting, some people was like unstable after that. I don't know what it is. But I think if you get the youth who are easily influenced to do this stuff, I think they trying to justify martial law or locking down the country, or all right, C-19 out of hand and the kids out of hand. They having a fight club and they doing this challenge. We just got to lock everything back down, and it might be going back into the home, man. But I want to read this next one. I'm gonna read the next scripture. I'm gonna get rid of it after I read it, so I don't go back to it. All right, so I'm not gonna project it, but I'm gonna read it, okay? Because I think it's important. 2 Corinthians 10 and 3-5. 2 Corinthians 10, 3-5. For we walk not after for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. Right? So we wrestle not against flesh and blood. We war not after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. So we got to fight in the spirit with this right here. So the weapons of our warfare is not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of stronghold. Matter of fact, let's just project all on. It might take a little bit longer, but praise y'all. It's all right. I only got like 6 of them, then we're going to be done. 5 of them. Go back to the top. 3. For though we walk in the flesh, We do not war after the flesh, right? For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yah to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought into the obedience of Mashiach. We have to cast down every thought and every imagination. Every thought, every imagination. It's trying to captivate. That's what Brother Rob, shout out to Elder Rob. He was like, when we say we captivated, we have a captivated audience, that means to capture. You know what I mean? And so it's like he wants to have a captivated audience. He wants to capture our mind, will, and emotions. You know what I'm saying? And but we gotta stay strong and stay focused and not faint. Okay. So I'm gonna read this next one. This 1 Peter 5 and 5 through 8. This one is it right here. You see, it's a different translation. A different Bible. This is Bible Gateway. 1 Peter 5, 5 and 8. Likewise, you younger, submit unto the elder. That all of you are subject one to another, and be clothed with humility. So when we clothe with humility, we clothe in our right mind. For God resists the proud, but give grace to the humble. Right? You don't never want the Most High to just let you be and let you do your own thing. You don't never want that. All right? Humble yourself, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yah, and he will exalt you in due time. Casting your care upon him because he cares about you. It brought a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress is going on. Casting your care because he cares for you. And it's almost animalistic. That's another thing I want to bring out too, is animalistic. Not just with the kids, with everybody. Animalistic. And so if we don't know who we are, whose we are, if we don't know that we are Imago Dei, created in the image and likeness of the Most High, then we go back to the basic instinct, the animal, the beast. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what it's going to be like, when it comes to, food shortage and water shortage and cats getting kicked out their home. You know what I mean? That stuff going to increase. You know what I mean? And so cats going to go into survival of the fittest mode, and it's going to get real ugly, But he talk about this in the word. Humble yourself, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yah, and he may exalt you in due time. Casting all your cares off on him, because he cares for you. Verse 8, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. I think that's crazy right there, man. Your average, shalom. Could you type your name in there? Because it only say Facebook user, so I don't know who that is. It's probably Elder Adams. Type your name in there and see what it is. But yeah, man, that's real important, because he walking around. Who weak? Who got kinks in the armor, right? Right? Who's the weakest link? I'm gonna come in. He try. What door do I have to come in and wreck shop and destroy things? You know what I mean? John 10:10. We know what that say. The enemy come to steal, kill, and destroy. I come to have life and that more abundantly. Oh, Elder Blakely. Yeah. What's up, man? My Facebook thing don't show who it is all of the time. Like, that's crazy, because this is to say Facebook user, but then right here with Lou, it got his picture and it got his name. So I don't know. Shalom, brother. So yeah, man. So that's one thing we gotta be clothing in our right mind, man. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3 more. We're gonna be out of here. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. It is late. What is going on with that? Y'all so patient. Salute to my peeps. What's that one? All right, let's just read this 1 Timothy. I must have deleted the other one. Oh, well. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter days, let me see, is it on there? Okay, it's on there. That in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. So these are seducing spirits, right? They're seducing us to do crazy things, right? Speaking in lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. Like, the conscience is gone. You know what I mean? And so I took myself out the stream. Hold on. Man, there's too many buttons, man. Remove that. All right. So it's just wild, man. There's just a lot going on out here, man. Once your conscience is gone, I want to be clothed in my right mind, man. I don't know about y'all, but I want to be clothed in my right mind. Calvin, it's all good. I want to be clothed in my right mind for sure, man. I need my discernment to come up. I need my love to come up. I need all that to come up. 2 more scriptures a week, then I'm going to close out. Share. 2 more. 2 more home slices. I thought I deleted it, but I guess I didn't. All right. Names of God Bible. You must understand this, that in the last days there will be violent periods of time. Whew. Violent periods of time. We ain't seen none yet, but it's wrapping up. You know, it's crazy. People will be selfish and love money. They will brag to be arrogant and use abusive language. Woo. They will curse their parents, showing no gratitude, having no respect for what is holy, and lack moral affection for their families. That's interesting. Lack moral affection, right? Somebody said the whole thing with looking into the phone, it messes with our social media. Makes you antisocial, is what the article said, and it said we mirror and we act and react with people because we looking them eye to eye, we looking them in the face. But social media, you can have a room full of people and everybody looking in their screen. Hey, what's going on, man? Look up a little bit. But it said you lose facial features, you lose interaction. It's memory loss. It had a whole list of things that it was more cons than pros. You know what I'm saying? They will brag, be arrogant, and use abusive language. They will cuss out their parents, show no gratitude, have no respect for what is holy, lack normal affection for their families. They will refuse to make peace with anyone. Right? I've seen a lot of road rage since we came out of the pandemic. People clowning. They will be slanderous, lack self-control. This one. I need to print this version out, bro. Okay. Lack self-control, be brutal, and have no love for what is good. They will be traitors. They will be reckless and conceited. They will be lovers of pleasure more so than the lovers of Yah. Bro, so I like that one too. That's crazy. Lovers of pleasure more so than the lovers of Yah. Right? And so when we cloud chase, that's love of pleasure for sure. Love of pleasure. Clothes me look. Right. Man, for real. I mean, and I'm humbled by Kiefer. I'm humbled by Kiefer. So I ain't gonna be acting like I'm just some end time soldier that's like, I'm ready. You know, I say, Yah, I'm gonna be honest, help my unbelief. Help my unbelief. Help the thing, get me ready for this. You called us for such a time as this, and I ain't gonna lie, man. A couple of years ago, I was just like, once I found out we was at the end of the book, I was like, oh man. My flesh, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, oh man. But then again, it's a blessed time, and the Most High called all of us to live in this time for a reason. So greater is He that is in us than he that is in the world. But I'm telling you, I took a moment in my flesh when I started. I was like, oh man, because you read these different books, you never, that's down the way. That's my grandkid's kid. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, here, now, right now, the earth is groaning and travailing. All these earthquakes, all these floods, wildfires, volcanoes going off that ain't went off in years, going off. And it's just crazy. And one thing that's kind of crazy, also too, we always talk about the Exodus. I think it's very interesting that Haiti is coming here. You know what I mean? I guess the conditions are better here for now than in Haiti. And so they like all at the border. They said 15,000 is at the border in Rio. 15,000, right? We see that with the TikTok. Yeah, right. We do see that with the TikTok. And then I have no idea what's going on, what happened to my job, but I put it in most hours. Yeah. And then I just seen that video too. Shout out to Shonda Lodge. I seen that video too. We just got off a live with her. And a young lady, she didn't take the jab. She had to leave. She had to get evicted. So she was like, "Man, I must have missed something." She went down to the office. She said, "Can I see the lease?" She said, "Where in the lease says that I have to take the jab or I'm gonna get evicted?" It said it's not in there. So it's like some new amendment that they added in some places, right? And then the police guy, he was on the force for years, and they like, this whole force is mandatory jab, but y'all can't be the police no more. He's like, "Well, I'm gone then." So and he was just basically saying it was unfair because they're saying people that took both jabs, some of them still catching it and still giving it, but they don't get checked at all. But they was putting the people who didn't get it through the loops and saying, "All right, we ain't gonna force you, but we're gonna make it really uncomfortable. You're gonna have to take a test every week to show us that you ain't got it." You feel what I'm saying? But he was saying they wasn't doing that to the ones who who took the jab or whatever. And then a lot of folk was mad. I got some family and friends, and some people I met, they took the jab, and they was like, "Man, we still got to wear the mask." They was mad and mug, and I was like, "I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, mask is not a deal breaker to me, but I don't know how you could tell a young lady, 14, 15, my body, my choice. Okay, your parents can't override you having an abortion. The boy you had sex with can't override you having an abortion. The father, I'm gonna say boy, it could be a man, but whoever you had sex with, you say can't override you having an abortion. My body, my choice. Pro-life, right? My body, my choice. Then when it comes to the jab, it's like, nah, man, it's mandatory. You killing everybody. Like, oh wow. And I told my wife too. I said they're gonna start getting angry and violent because at first it's like, you take the jab, no, I'm good, love. Please, no, I'm good, love. We get a lottery ticket. I'm not being funny either. We give you a lottery ticket, like, nah. We give you Krispy Kreme. If in certain Krispy Kreme donut places, if you show your card, you can get a donut. Like, nah. Hamburger, something else. It was giving away different things as incentives for those who took it. Man, I said they finna ramp that thing up. They about to get wild with it. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I feel you on that. Vet. But you still, well, I mean, man, it is what it is, man. I just want to be ready, and I want to be in right standing with the Most High. I don't want to leave no stone unturned. You know what I'm saying? My name in that book, the Lamb's book, and it is what it is, man. Let the chips fall where they may. And I ain't talking tough, but I'm like, the system that they're trying to do now, the Great Reset. Look it up. I might do a show on it. His name is Charles Schwab. Person. His name is Claude Schwab. They be having these meetings over in Switzerland and overseas and stuff. Be having all kind of meetings. But yeah, I will be praying for you too, you vet. 78 vet. I don't even know if the name is 78 vet. I'm sorry. But they be having these meetings. They try to have a great reset. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the industrial revolution, they try to do a new revolution. Crash the dollar. I know some of y'all already know about this. Crash the dollar. That's why they're giving away free money. I'm like, man, ain't nothing free. It's gonna cost you. It's a conditioning for the UBI, Universal Basic Income. Feel what I'm saying? So that Universal Basic Income, and I don't want to go ahead of a different show, but that Universal Basic Income is basically like, all right, all men created equal. Everybody get a set amount, but you can't go above that amount, right? You can't go above that amount. I'm gonna do a show on that. Universal Basic Income. That's what they're gonna be working on. You look that up, UBI. They got its pros and cons to it. They say, oh, it would deal with the poverty and it will deal with the homelessness and to deal with people that ain't got bread and all that. But it's government control. It's government giving. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. It's just a government assistance. But you can't really go no higher, you know. So they're trying to make everybody equal. You know what I mean? And social credit score and all that. If you do the right things, you get a social credit. So they're trying to restructure the whole thing. But the dollar is the most valuable currency right now. So they got to crash the dollar and go with some currency that's electronic. So you can see what every transaction was at. But I don't want to get into that right now. I had one more scripture and one more point. Let's get into that. Share the screen. Last scripture. Then we're gonna pray. Oh man. 23. You have 22 and then 23. Put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. And that's what one of the definitions for devious is, to showing a skillful use of underhanded tactics to achieve goals. Deceitful, dishonorable, underhanded, untact, right? Deceitful. Put off the deceitful lust. Be renewed in the spirit of your mind, right? So we got to be renewed. Be renewed. We can't conform to this world system. We got to be transformed by the renewing of their mind. Switzerland is already cashless. Word? The whole Switzerland? See, man, I ain't know that. Switzerland is already cashless. People have RFID chips. All of it? I never heard that. Huh. In their forearm, their forehead, and their forearm. Oh, yeah, man. When I was coming up, man, I used to read all these books. And I used to be like, man, that's some wild joints. This is before the internet. So I'm like, man, how they gonna pull that off? You know what I mean? And have reclassify what the family is. I mean, even teach it in curriculum at school. Reclassify what the family look like. You know, man, love is love and all of this, you know. And then it was crazy. It was a whole list of stuff. Ralph Epperson, The Unseen Hand, and Ralph Epperson, The New World Order. Those are some good books. I read them in college. Crazy. I got the PDF to that. If y'all want a copy of it, email me. Or my email is on there. Email me or inbox me and I'll send you the PDF. Unseen Hand and A New World Order. Yeah. Yeah. Unseen Hand and A New World Order. I'll make sure you get that. Was that the last scripture? Yeah, that was the last one. But yeah, man. So we got to definitely pray, man. And it's ramping up, man. It's ramping up. We can't faint. You know what I'm saying? Tony, Shalom, Shalom. Salama Siemi. What's up? Yeah, so we have to make sure, man, we clothed and in our right mind and focused. And don't take this time for granted. You know what I mean? You know, it's gonna always be there. I can always get gas. I can always get chicken. I can always get beef. I can always go to the grocery store. I can always go to Walmart. I can always, and I'm not saying we live in fear. His perfect love casts out fear. But when you go shopping, grab an extra can, get some beans, get some rice. I'm doing a whole growing program, right? The whole agriculture, trying to grow. I want to learn how to grow, man. I want my people to learn how to grow, man. You know what I'm saying? The whole agriculture. So, you know. So I want people to learn how to grow. This us was growing some stuff this summer. Some of the people from the city. This us with the mayor. He came down, and some other good people. Pastor Marco, Pastor Dex, Brother Ken Patrick, and they got a greens farm. All they sell is green. All they grow is greens in the back of their house. Woo, their greens is off the hook. Big old greens. But anyway, we going to another show. I'm tripping. All right. Yeah, man. And we can't say I stay in an apartment. You can grow in 5-gallon buckets. You can grow in containers. They got some new aquaponic stuff, man. where you can grow on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that don't need to be pollinated. I got big beef with them. Man, the squirrels ate my tomato. Yeah. Yeah, I know, man. Last year I grew corn and they were sitting looking and it was over with. I didn't even eat one piece of it. So yeah, man. So yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, share. Don't forget Monday, Moray Brown in the building from Atlanta. He'll be in there Monday. And now I got the coaching job, and I'm like, man, I got to start moving these shows back further because by the time we get out of practice and wait for the last person to get picked up and get home to 8:30, 9 o'clock sometime. October the 11th, Only Love, Mora, Only Love from Prophetic Whirlwind Ministries. Type in Prophetic Whirlwind Ministries. She's off the hook, bro. Off the hook. She's off the hook. Okay. Universal Basic Income. I haven't set the date for this one. I'm looking at it right now. But Sunday, 5 o'clock, MK Ultra, Deep Fake, and the Sunken Place. MK Ultra, Deep Fake, and the Sunken Place. Bro, y'all got to join me on that Sunday. If not, it's taped. That's one of the blessings with it, man. She said them squirrels. Oh, I get hydroponics. Yeah, hydroponics. Yeah, it's the whole thing where you grow on the inside. And it's a blessing. I got a grant at the school that we're gonna do hydroponics with the 11th and 12th graders. So I'm trying to teach them, you know what I'm saying? And so we just trust in the Most High. They're starting to put pressure on a lot of folk about taking the jab. My school haven't did it yet. I know it might be coming up soon. So I'm gonna do what I can until that time. And man, y'all keep your head up, but you know, and keep praying for one another. And we got this Devious Licks is dangerous, y'all. We doing that now. Yeah. This Devious Licks is dangerous, y'all, because they can up it so it can. That's why the movies, The Purge and stuff, only seen one, man. They got like 5 of them. You know what I mean? Where they're like, all right, y'all can just be judge, jury, executioner, and do whatever you want to for 24 hours, and you won't get charged for it. You know what I mean? Well, you ain't clothing in your right mind. You don't know who you to say who should live and who should die. You know what I mean? These people got the Most High complex. They want to be the Most High so bad. You know what I mean? And depopulation. 7 million people, 8 million people is too much. Says who? The Most High created this planet. He gave us the water. He gave us all of the resources, right? And he's not going to have us on this planet and we running out of resources. That's insulting to the Most High. But you don't believe in the Most High. You believe in the Big Bang and cavemen and all this old other goofy stuff. So, and you have a God complex. So they want to come together, that new world order. That was the whole thing with that Tower of Babel. They want to come together and build that tower. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a chill because people are like, you being negative. You already know what it is, Elephant Man Podcast Network, Grown Man Conversations, dealing with elephants in the room, man. If we can't share the truth and love with each other, then where can we do it and when can we do it? All right? Blessings to you guys, man. Sunday is going to probably be the next one. That, like I said, where is it at? Oh, this box. I got too many tabs. I got to close some of these tabs out. Y'all know about MK Ultra. It was by the CIA. Look that up. Type that in there. MK Ultra. Nate. You know what? This is another thing that's so crazy. They like, those were dark days. Slavery was dark days. Tuskegee was dark days. MK Ultra was dark days. We don't do those things anymore. You know what I mean? And it's like, why would you quit doing it if you benefit from it? I don't know. I don't know. You conspiracy theory, man. He told us to be fruitful and multiply. Amen. We got to show each other. And you know what? Peace and blessings, family. All right. Shalom. It is getting late. We do got to be fruitful and multiply, man. And we got to look out for each other. So I'm going to close out in prayer and meet everybody back Sunday evening who can make it. Father, in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, we thank you for your grace, your mercy. You said, if I be lifted up, I'll draw men unto me, and we lift you up on a day. Father Yah, you said, cast your cares upon you, because you care for us. We cast our cares upon you, Father Yah. Father Yah, it's a lot going on. You said, he that endured to the end shall be saved if we faint not. Father Yahweh, help our unbelief. Father Yahweh, let us show us where we at. Show us where we really at, Father Yah. And let us not think that we're something greater than what we are, Father Yah, or just thank you for all the many blessings you bestowed upon us. We thank you for the Sukkot, come and tabernacle with us. We thank you for the feast, the trumpets, blowing the horn, sounding the alarm, Father Yah, in this end time. We praying for our youth. Father Yah, let them be clothed in their right mind. Father Yah, settle their spirits, Father Yah. Father Yah, settle their spirits. Give us the opportunity to share who you are to this world. In Yahushua HaMashiach's name we pray. Amen. All right, man. Elephant Man Podcast Network, Grown Man Conversation, Dylan Emphasis in the room. We are out of here. Peace.
Perfect.